Guys, so the Young Classic is about to come on in like an hour or so, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my Smackdown and Raw review. I just got done finishing both, so gonna do my review for you. Okay, so Raw. First of all, Renee is now on the Raw commentary team full time, so congrats to her. I'm really excited for her. I'm really happy for her. Then the Bellas posted a video on their YouTube channel where they're excited for Raw tonight. They head to their dressing room. When Nikki opens the door, they see that the room is trashed. They said, "Are you kidding me?" Nikki says, "Is this for real? Why are they doing this?" She says she's sick of it, and tonight she's going to put down a riot. So I love that they let the Bellas do these types of things because it helps build the segment, and the Bellas don't come off as too overly scripted. So I like it. So yeah, I feel like the Bellas did really good in that. I also love that they keep putting the Bellas in slots that they're in and spreading out all the women's segments so we don't get overwhelmed, because the way the crowd always reacts to every women's segment is full with energy. So it's like tonight Nikki was the first match, right? And then they had the tag match later on, and that got good energy. So, and then on Smackdown, we kind of balanced out like all the women's segments and stuff. So it's good that they're balancing it out, but they're not putting them necessarily in dead slots to the point where they don't get no reaction whatsoever. Like every single women's segment or match has gotten a fairly decent, good reaction. So I'm happy about that. Okay. Nikki versus Ruby Riott is up next. And I knew there was a reason Ruby wasn't in the match last week. The Bellas keep getting decent pops when they come out to the ring. So once again, clearly the crowd still cares about them, and clearly they love seeing them compete and be in WWE. So people saying, "Oh, the crowd doesn't care," it's like, not trying to be funny, they get a better reaction and get the crowd more involved than your fave do. So it's like, maybe not be so delusional. The match was really good. Nikki and Ruby have really good chemistry together. Nikki looked better than ever and showed no ring rust tonight, like at all. This match made me even more excited to see Nikki in Raw's competition. Like, I can't wait to see Nikki versus Sasha, Nikki versus Bayley, Nikki versus Ember, Nikki versus Ronda, of course. I would like to see Nikki versus Nia, the Riot Squad in singles matches. So yeah, I really can't wait. I'm excited for it. Mickey, I don't think we've ever seen Nikki versus Mickey before. I feel like that would be a great match. Nikki got the win with a Rack Attack 2.0 after Liv tried to get in the ring and get involved, but Brie pulled her out and knocked her out. So, Nikki did an interview saying all the Riot Squad did by disrespecting them made her want to kick their ass even more. And she did, +1, so the mind games won't work. And Ruby Riott then tweeted saying, mind games, you ain't seen nothing yet. So this feud is continuing to the Super Show. So I'm cool with that. Especially because it's helped building both people. It's helped building Nikki for her feud with Ronda, and it's helped building the Riot Squad for the possible women's tag titles if that Evolution card is true. So yeah. This is also, I think, the most reaction Ruby has gotten. Like, she's gotten big reactions, but like, when this is the type of match where the crowd is into both women and they want both women to win. Because like, when Nikki couldn't get the win, the crowd was like, fuck, what the hell? And then when Ruby couldn't get the win, the crowd was like, fuck, what the hell? So it's like, it's good to see a match where they're behind both people and not just one. So I like that. Smarks are gonna cry about Nikki winning, even though they wanted the Riot Squad to go back to NXT before the Bellas showed up. So nothing new, just them being hypocrites and dumbasses. I don't care. This is building Nikki's resume for Raw and for the tag match at the Super Show. This was also my favorite performance by Ruby, other than her, um, main event match against Ember. I feel like Ruby's a very good wrestler, but at times she might be very not. I don't want to say she's sloppy, but she's very chunky in the ring. And I feel like this match and her match with um Ember were two of her best on the main roster. I feel like her moves hit well. I feel like she played her character really well. I felt like the story in the match was really good. So this was definitely one of my favorite. And no, it's not just because it's a match with Nikki. Because, yeah. But I definitely feel like this match definitely was really good, especially on Ruby's part. Um, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. I also loved how she was creative in the way that she would attack Nikki. Like when Nikki was forearming her through the ropes, she hit her neck with the forearm and then with the rope, and then she kicked her on the outside. That was really creative. I really love that type of stuff. So yeah. And then Nikki looked really crisp in this match as well. She played the feisty underdog well, and I love seeing her own moves like the flying snapmare. I love that fucking move. The spine buster. I'm in love with her spear. Everyone knows that. And then towards the end, when she caught Ruby midair, then flung her to the mat, then did the second roundhouse kick. I love that. Um, it's just, I love it. So yeah. And for someone that hasn't been in a singles match since February 21st, 2017, Nikki did damn good. So really proud of her, you know? Big up to my bitch. And I'm saying that in a good way. So yeah. Um then Alexa did a promo saying she was supposed to be she was supposed to tag with Alicia, but because of her history with Ronda, she needs a stronger partner. And that partner is the trailblazing 6-time women's champion Mickie James. We see Natalya and Ronda warming up backstage. Ronda, the match was really good in my opinion. It was a really good, really good tag match. I love the tribute to the Heart Foundation that Natty and Ronda did with their heart attack. I think the only other time was at a house show. I think it was like Madison Square Garden, and it was the Bellas, and it was Natty and Nikki versus Sasha and Charlotte, and it was during like 2014 when they were still the BFFs, and they did the heart attack as well, and I've always loved that move. So it was so cool seeing them pay homage to the Heart Foundation and Natty's dad doing that. Alexa again really impressed me in this match, and I swear to God, if she would perform like this a whole lot more, my complaints about her wrestling would not disappear, but they would lessen and decrease a lot more. Like, for someone that's been in the main roster, I expected her to wrestle like this from the beginning, not the way that she was. Also, Ronda did really good in this match. You can tell she's training hard with Natalya, so hopefully their match as well at Hell in a Cell. Nikki and Natalya were great, of course. It's two legends, duh. Also, for some strange reason, WWE did a promo on Smackdown the week before saying that this match was supposed to be the main event, but it wasn't. So I don't know if that was a typo or what, but freaking weird. Either way, we like the match. It definitely made me feel better about what their Hell in a Cell matchup quality would be. Ronda makes Mickie tap to the armbar for the win. Alexa kicks Ronda in the ribs, giving her momentum for the pay-per-view as well, and giving us an idea of the story they might go to for the Hell in a Cell match. So this Hell in a Cell match will definitely be a lot more back and forth, and it'll definitely be a lot more it'll definitely give Alexa a chance to show what she's really made of, and Ronda a chance to show that she could play the underdog but fighting champion well. So I'm excited for it. Um, and then Ronda has a good mini promo in an interview after the attack and said her ribs are fine, and if they weren't, she's still gonna be a Hell in a Cell. She never put out a fight in her life, and it's not because she's never been injured, but because even on her worst day, she's the best. So once again, fighting champion, I love that. Um, this was another great night for the Raw women, continuing to build up Nikki's credibility, which they have to do if she's gonna face Ronda at Evolution. I don't know why people are so surprised that Nikki's winning. When the fuck have they ever had people just job out, especially top stars of theirs job out when they came back? Like, what? No. Especially when it came to the women. No, fuck out of here. The only person I could think of for real, is Mickey. But it was just jobbing for no damn reason. No, she had feuds. And even then, she won some of her feuds when she came back. So it's like, fuck out of here with that bullshit of they should put people over. They were putting people over all 2015 and 2016 to 17. It's time for them to... What the... I don't know why it's paused, guys. I'm sorry. It's time for them to, I don't know why it's doing that. It's time for them to, get a little bit of that spotlight back. Hold on, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why it's weird. For some reason it's frozen, but I don't know what's wrong with this, so I'm just gonna keep on talking. And so yeah, good night for Raw women. I like what I'm seeing towards Hell in a Cell for the Raw side. So yeah. SmackDown women's segments. I don't know what the hell. Oh good God, there it is. Okay guys, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell done happened to with my damn phone. That's so weird. Sorry about that. But yeah, good night for Raw women. I'm excited to see what their side is for Hell in a Cell. So yeah. Alright, Charlotte said she's naturally a competitive person, and that's why she wanted to have a match with Sonya, because unlike Becky, who talks about how great she is, she actually shows it. Charlotte says that Becky says she's holding people back, taking opportunities, but Becky has an opportunity on Sunday, and that Becky wants to call insecure, but come Hell in a Cell, if there's one person Charlotte would bet on, is herself. Charlotte said Becky is going to learn how to sell. It's way easier to talk than walk the walk. So she hopes Becky is watching her match tonight. Charlotte won. Then Becky attacked her from behind as a fan in the crowd. Then put her in an armbar on the ramp. Walking up the ramp, Becky said the title's coming home with her because it's been 2 years. Because it's been 2 years too long as a reminiscent of Becky becoming the first SmackDown Women's Champion, which, again, if people don't know, was supposed to be Nikki. So, again, why people are so pissed off, I'm not even going to get into that. But, yeah. So, it was reminiscent to that. And then Becky did an interview saying she will break her arm, and she will after she takes her title back from Charlotte. Charlotte and Sonya was an okay match. They have okay chemistry. Sonya did good in this match. I just feel like Charlotte doesn't have good chemistry with green workers, and she doesn't really help hide their weaknesses well. So I feel like maybe she needs to work on that a little bit, especially if it's just like when you're at the top, you need to be able to help other people look good as well, not just yourself. So maybe just work on that a little bit and she'll be good. So yeah. And Charlotte's springboard powerbomb is a really good idea, but she kind of botched it. So maybe she should practice it more at house shows, and I feel like that'll be a great move to add to her arsenal. I'm ready for their Hell in a Cell match, just not the Smarks fucking complaining no matter what the hell happens. So yeah. Asuka basically says to Charlotte, they do an interview asking Asuka why she helped Naomi. Asuka basically says the Iconics are bullies, and that's why she helped Naomi, because like Asuka can't really talk English, so it's like she's struggling to explain it. So that's the gist of what she was saying. Naomi says she feels like Asuka has the glow and she's sassy, so what's not to like about her? And they look forward to the tag match at the Super Show. Um, Brie versus Maurice is the main event. Both of them look amazing. I like Brie's green and dark gear to match Daniel's gear for the Seahawks. Um, Both women got good pops when their music hit as well. Um, Brie is ready to fight, but Maurice keeps trying to avoid it. Then Brie says she always knew Maurice was a coward. Um, Miz gets on the mic and basically said Maurice isn't ready for in-ring action, so she'll forfeit the match. Then they try to walk off. Classic heel shit, classic Maurice and Miz shit, honestly. Um, Brie then runs up the ramp, grabs Maurice by the head, and then bangs her head on the apron multiple times, then throws her in the ring. Miz tries to get involved, but that gives Maurice an opportunity to kick Brie, but she kicks out. Maurice goes for the fancy DT, but Brie gets her in a yes lock. Brie beat Maurice via DQ after Miz pulled Brie to the floor, causing Braun to attack him. This is a lot, you guys. Miz throws Bryan into Brie on the ground through the ropes. Miz and Maurice attack Brie and Bryan while Bryan is checking on Brie. Maurice throws Brie back into the ring, but Brie gets the upper hand. Miz tries to grab Brie again, and Maurice tries for the Prince Kiss again, but Brie gets the upper hand again. Miz grabs Brie, but then Bryan attacks him. Then Brie hits Miz. Then Bryan sends him through the ropes, and Braniel stands tall. Brie and Maurice showed chemistry of what little they did do in the ring, so we know that at least their part is not going to be a full-on botch fest, and that they will be able to pull off maybe a few cool moves against each other, hopefully. So I hope they get some real action at the match in Hell in a Cell. I know I'm a person that said I want to see this match, but you know what? I'm actually okay with this instead, because you know what? They could still do that one-on-one match at like the pay-per-view they could still do that one-on-one match at like the TLC pre-show or something. So while I would have loved to see that match, I'm okay with getting this instead. Also, I'm gonna read a couple comments about also basically a site posted an article and they're pissed off that Asuka basically isn't the killer Asuka character anymore and that she's goofy. And I'm like, oh my god. First of all, Asuka has always been goofy and silly, okay? Asuka would hit you with her fucking hip, okay? She would dance and jump and shit when she won. Like, Asuka wasn't just some killer character. She was goofy even when she was killer. So I don't know why people are so shocked about that. And might I add, you can be the most goofiest, funniest character ever, but as soon as you step in that ring, you become a killer. That can be Asuka. Asuka is goofy and silly in real life. Why not bring that persona to her WWE character so that people that aren't familiar with NXT or her indie stuff can help connect with her more, but yet when you step into the ring, you still connect with her in-ring work and you still connect with her killer side. Why the fuck does she have to be this monster all the time? No. Sometimes monsters need to be humanized so that people can connect with them more and don't get tired of them. Look at Braun, look at Ronda, look at Nia, look at Beth even. Like, they got humanized and it helped people connect with them more. So I don't know why people are so mad about it with Asuka. But yeah, that is my review for Raw and Smackdown this week. I'm gonna come back later on tonight with the Mae Young Classic review. So yeah, see you later.